at Twitch.
Yeah. Not well. It wasn't at TwitchCon. It was at the Tech Museum, and we received an email asking for people to work at a party for TwitchCon, and they did not specify what it was. And when I asked why they didn't specify, or why they didn't after we found out it was a Discord party, they said because, well, if we told people it was a Discord party, everyone would have applied. So the company that hosts a lot of the parties for, they said TwitchCon, they do like parties for Discord, for Twitch, for like Bethesda when they do stuff like for a bunch of the other events. They usually set up in Long Beach, and when they said, okay, so since they're doing it in San Jose this time, we want to get in contact with some people in the area who want to work there, and they said that what they did was they just looked up because they wanted to get people who were gamers, right? So that the gamers would be at the event working it, and it would make sense. So they said they just looked up SJSU games, and then apparently our website was the first thing that popped up. And thankfully, one of the few things that is actually correct in terms of information on the website is the email. And thankfully, Lily and I actually checked the email, and we saw, and I saw this email. And
Wait, do we not have a Discord on there anymore? Because I thought we did.
The Discord's still on there. No, I was okay. I was being
See that, and that's great too because it was a Discord party, and that.
Well,
I don't know, man. A lot of people use their service.
Yeah.
No, but maybe a lot of people use their service, but actually, we were fairly early adopters. Fairly.
Okay, I'll trust you.
But yeah,
I would know.
But yeah, the point we're trying to make
we used it in James's class when it was fairly early.
The point is, we responded quick enough that they're like, "Oh, perfect. Maybe these guys can get people." And I got them like 10. I took pictures. Those will probably go up on our Twitters and stuff after, like I said, hey, thanks for letting us in, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Being my social media account holder self. But it was a lot of fun actually.
Yeah, it was.
Like I fanboyed meeting some people.
Yeah, we saw an Overwatch League player.
Yeah.
Nice.
You saw Baby Bay?
Yeah, Baby Bay from San Francisco shop.
I met someone who who directs the Overwatch esports, and he works on the Blizzard campus normally. So, Andrew, the idea is I'm going to email him, say hi, what's up, and then I'm going to email him again over winter break and be like, hey, you want to get coffee or something? Literally that's my plan, and I'm just gonna be like, yo, I'll meet you by UCI, because that's like only like 10 minutes away from the 10 or 15 minutes away from the Blizzard campus.
As it turns out, across from the Blizzard campus, there's a pretty decent sandwich shop.
Aren't they also near to like that plaza with the 7-Eleven and the Rubies? Or not the Rubies, the Denny's?
I'm not so educated. I just once had when I was working in Irvine. When I was working IT in Irvine, I had my boss was like, we want sandwiches from this location. You feel like going and grabbing sandwiches? Well, whatever. I don't really care. I have nothing better to do right now. It's my lunch break. So I went and I drove down and I go to get the sandwiches and I look across the street and it's like the Blizzard complex and I'm like, oh, okay then. Well then.
I don't even think they from what I understand is they don't even need to leave the campus to get food. They
don't. Well, no, that's tech, man. That's tech.
Yeah,
that's big
honestly.
tech. You can just actually some cities are getting upset with that, and they're like, we don't want any companies to have campus food stuff that's not open to the public because it creates isolation
business?
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, it creates isolation. It hurts businesses because you have a lot of workers in the area, but those workers aren't even going to local restaurants and stuff. They're just eating it. My headset keeps
Honestly, that totally sounds like a law that Irvine would pass.
Yeah.
There wouldn't even
yes.
there wouldn't even be a vote. They just pass it. But yeah, I mean, so back to the Discord party. It was a lot of fun. A lot of streamers there. Apparently, the general admission line was really long. I think a lot of people. I think there was just some confusion and frustration from people who were Discord partners and did not get an invite. I think that seems to be what me and what Vivian and myself, Kevin and Mickey were kind of dealing with some people who were like, "Hey, I'm a partner. Why didn't I get an invite?" And I'm like, I don't know. I legitimately didn't know because I wasn't briefed on that. So I think some people were just upset by that. And it's like, okay, I'm sorry, I can't do anything for you.
How was the Discord party? Like, how would you describe it?
It was really not that different from like a nightclub, just with like stations with playing Mario Party.
Yeah, exactly that.
Okay, that sounds right. Yeah,
it was
so
it was in the tech museum. I'm sure you've been in the tech museum. So I think they did a really good job of like refashioning it for a party. Like they had like a whole stage set up that.
Cascade was playing there. You know the DJ?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was pretty legit. It was legit. Legit.
That sounds really cool. Did you go and meet any Discord devs?
There were some people.
I could not like move anywhere. Like we weren't.
Yeah, because we weren't.
Oh, you were fixed.
Obviously, we were working
fixed.
the party, so it was a little more difficult to do that. I did not. I definitely met some, but not all of them had business cards. I did get a couple of emails down, but I don't think.
Hey, Carlo.
Let's see what can happen.
I have only one thing to tell you.
What?
Do I really need to say it? You know already.
Just send the email. What?
No, you need business cards.
Oh no! I will say I forgot. I completely forgot to bring our business cards. And
I mean not just our business cards. You personally need business cards.
I just need the email, cause like with the Blizzard person, I just said, "Here, just write your email down on my phone." I'm like, "Yeah, that works."
See, that's good, but it's so much harder to get people to convince people to do that than to just hand them your card.
That's true, but anyway.
Also, like the life hack that is the business card is that you hand them a card, and then like 9.5 out of 10 people will almost feel a certain degree of charity to hand a card back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, so if you want someone else's card, having a card is the best way to get it.
I also got, what was that? Where is my wallet? I got a business card from a charity that supports like that supports like veteran gamers and stuff, and I'm like, that's really cool. We might do something for them as well, because we're doing Extra Life, by the way. Extra Life.
Oh.
The 3-day Extra Life streaming marathon will be the same week that this podcast goes up. So
3 days? They're doing it 3 days?
No,
that's sick.
We're doing it 3 days. Dude,
we're sick.
We are not doing a 72-hour marathon. That's not happening. It is just 3 separate 8-ish hour streams instead of one giant 24-hour thing.
Okay, I mean that's fun. I will admit that the old overnight was a good time.
It was
really
crazy and good time. I agree, but it's a lot more difficult to coordinate people coming at like 2 a.m.
Actually, worse. It's less about coordinate
it's more so getting people to go at 2 a.m.
Well, no, ideally everyone's already there and they're hanging out, and like it's what's hard is getting an overnight space. I think is usually what it is. That's the thing, that because if you have a good overnight space, everyone will show up and they'll stay. Like we did it in the library one year and it was really awesome. We did it at you
got the library to approve an overnight event.
Yeah, we had good connections for a while. That wasn't me. That was Angelica who did that. You met Angelica when we went to Unity.
Yes.
Yeah. And then thanks to Angelica, she helped me make some connections with AFK Gaming Lounge when they were still there, and we did one of our we did the year that I was president. We did it there.
Okay.
Overnight,
really
which
quick,
was awesome.
Really quick, I just found this out while you're talking. You can actually delete private message conversations in your Discord thing. That's really nice because my list is now extremely long. And it's just
you just go over to the side and you hit the X.
I didn't, I think I noticed the X, but I didn't ever attempt it, and now I'm just like, man, this is gonna be so clean now. Anyway, go on.
Lol. No, that's solid. Hey man, discovery is like the best feeling. That's why I love adventure games.
What were we talking? Oh yeah, right. So the Discord party was a lot of fun. The first floor was like the kind of the food like merch store. Like it's where everyone walked in, obviously, because like the tech museum is set up like there's a basement, a middle ground, and like a top floor. So the entry.
You're telling me that they use multiple floors?
They use all 3 floors of the tech museum. Well, there might be.
Okay, so one was like a socializing floor, I imagine, where it was like not loud and everyone could just talk.
That was the top floor. Top floor was socializing.
And then they had one floor where they had like music, and it was like
it got progressively louder the lower you went.
No,
Oh my
that makes really good sense.
Yeah,
that's actually that's an intelligent layout. Except, I think noise tends to like to go up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You know, me and my roommate, we were standing next to the industry entrance for like that private section, and like we were like right above the stage,
Yeah.
and like the music got louder like as the night got older, and oh my god, like I could barely hear like the people, like it was
Like,
so loud.
let me give people like a general layout of the area. Who's playing Counter-Strike in the background?
Not me.
Of Lily. No, who's playing that?
that's Genji.
Is that Genji? Oh, that is Genji.
That's
Oh yeah,
Genji.
that's not even close to see. Who's playing that, Lily? Like, just turn around really quickly.
Oh, it's my friend's watching a Twitch stream.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hey,
anyway,
speaking of Twitch streams, how was TwitchCon? Did you go?
No, I didn't.
No.
There was a job offer in the face, but anyway, so the Discord party. So when you enter it, let's just say through general admission, you walk in. There's like some nice people who do coat check. Okay, on your right you have the merch thing, where if you have a ticket, you just give them the ticket, and then they give you a bag of merch, which is mostly what was happening toward the end when people were like panicking, like, oh, I should get my merch back before I leave, but then we ran out of like a bunch of the double XLs. And
Never,
XLs.
never forget to get your
Free stuff.
Yeah, always build
always
those
get that
wagons at the
first.
beginning.
Always get that first.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, that was happening. If you went straight from there, we set up a snack table with a bunch of space themed foods. Andrew, off the top of your head, how many space themed foods can you name? It specifically, the name of it has to be related to space somehow.
Okay.
Let's see if you can guess essentially what we put out.
Does it have to have the word space in it, or
No,
related? Just
related
related.
to space. Related to space.
Astronaut, like the ice cream. Astronaut ice cream.
There was astronaut food. There were bags of astronaut food. Yes.
Okay, because I was gonna go through the list of astronaut food. Okay.
Okay. Well, no.
So
Just
space theme.
like panning
I
thing.
know there was
Like the rocket shaped ice cream, like the rocket shaped ice cream.
No,
That's kind of space.
That's not there.
That's space theme.
Lily,
that's
you were
space
there,
theme.
so you can't guess.
No, I mean I saw the orbit space gum. Like the orbit
Okay,
gum.
you know, it's the point of this game is for Andrew to guess it, not you who was there to just say what was there.
Okay.
Last time I launched gum into orbit was a really interesting experience. Wait. No.
What? Okay, so other space foods. It's not just candy.
No, I believe it. I was just the ones I was thinking of.
Right.
Candies typically get shaped like things that go to yeah, like space stuff. Space foods. I feel like it's gonna be so obvious when I think of it.
I'll give
Food that makes me think space.
give you a hint for
Go
our
ahead.
audio listeners. I'm holding up a mini Snickers bar, except it's inverted because webcam.
Actually, what's funny is that on my end it is not inverted.
Oh well.
It says Snickers.
Okay, well
Yeah.
that's good. So here you go.
I don't know why. Wait, but I thought you said it wasn't candy.
Well, no. Okay, no. I'm saying it. There was also non-candy foods.
But you're saying that this hint is a candy
It's for
food.
one of the candy foods.
Oh man. Okay, I already guessed all the candies I can think of off the top of my head. It's probably super obvious, but Snickers.
Same company.
Okay, that's Mars, right?
Yeah, it's Mars.
Mars. What does Mars make? Not
Mars.
Baby Ruth.
Mars?
Oh, Mars. There we go. Mars bars.
Mars bars is a thing, but it was not there.
Yeah. No, I'm like, wait a second. Yeah, that's Mars bars. That's the thing. Oh, hey, Firefox just crashed. Good times. Okay,
Do you give up?
I do. I
Okay,
give up.
so Lily, why don't you help him? Is there anything else that you can remember?
No.
Oh, come on. I was
Sorry.
kind of hoping you'd get this. Okay, so the Milky Way was what this one was for.
Oh, duh, the Milky
Yeah,
Way.
There were Milky
Yeah,
Way
it's not like it's
bars.
the galaxy we live in.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had Milky. Yeah, they just had mini constellations in a bowl.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I know. Power. They had Milky Way bars. Orbit gum, as Lily pointed out. Pop rocks. of various flavors. Because I guess those are moon rocks or something, or they're supposed to be like stars, I guess. I don't know. And moon pies.
So
Moon pies.
on the opposite note of food, the literal opposite note.
What is the
How
opposite
can
of
I
food?
gamify going to the gym?
Oh, losing food. I see. You make it a quest line to achieve a certain number of uses per machine.
Okay.
And
okay,
then like
that sounds
and
interesting.
then you it's like a quest. It's like I was considering for my mom. Well, actually, my mom asked me to make an app that counted her calories and made it like a ticker for her. So like every time she did a thing at the gym, she would check it off, and then the next day it would increment by a certain amount. So I was thinking
That's
about doing
cool.
something like that, like because she wanted something like that. I'm like,
Are you gonna do it in Godot or Unity
It's
or
again
just
gonna
gonna
be in
use
Game
Android
It's gonna be
Studio?
in Game Maker specifically because I know how to export things to Android in Game Maker like easily enough.
Hey, I respect that. That
Yes.
makes total sense to
And
me.
because,
Use what you know.
And because it's literally just text, it's not gonna be hard to make.
Yeah, I mean, really, yeah, especially if it's like a list, and it's not like it actually has to do any like actual like accelerometer tracking or anything crazy.
Exactly. But anyway,
I once made an app that did that. That was cool.
so that was just. Oh no! Also in the room with the candy. So back to the Discord party. In the room with the candy, they also had. I think it was like they had some multiplayer PC game. I took a picture of the PC, which looked awesome, by the way. It had a tempered glass side panel, so you could see the insides with an NVIDIA GTX graphics card of some variety. They had a Discord logo printed on the front panel, and it was sexy. But anyway, they also had several arcade cabinets. And I'll get back to that. They had several arcade cabinets. They had a Nintendo Switch set up playing Mario Kart 8, and they had one more thing playing another game that I can't remember.
It would have been so cool if you could have snuck one of our cabinets in there and just
That
put
I
it
was
next
gonna
to
get
those
to that,
cabinets.
Lily. What was it? What did you say?
Scribble nuts.
Was it Scribble Nut? I think it might have been. Anyway, so the arcade cabinet thing was I was telling them, we have these arcade cabinets as a game development club. And she told me that, you know what? We didn't know that. That actually would have been great to know because we had to rent these arcade cabinets the next time if we're in the Bay Area again. And we'll ask you guys, hey, you guys want to work again? And do you guys want to bring the cabinets? I'm like, oh, heck yeah. So it could have happened if they knew we had the arcade cabinets, possibly.
Did they pay you for your work?
Yes, very well.
That's wonderful.
They paid us very well for our work. I don't want to get into
Great.
I don't want to get into numbers
Yeah.
on stream or on.
Okay, yeah, you should definitely get into the numbers on not stream though. We'll talk about that later.
Exactly. But anyway, yeah, they did. It wasn't. I mean, yes, it was. I mean, it's voluntary for us to help, but they were nice enough to pay us, and yeah, and give us food too.
I like it.
They did feed us as well.
Hey, you know what? You can never turn down a good free meal.
Exactly. So the bottom floor, I never really explored that much actually, but all I know is that there was a giant stage downstairs
That sounds cool.
with a dance floor.
Sounds totally unnecessary.
It was a pop-up stage rave in the bottom of the tech museum.
I really miss San Jose.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's like that's the best part of
it.
San Jose. I mean, really, it's just we got some really good events up there.
Yeah. You're coming up for GDC, right?
Oh hell yeah! I need to buy my tickets though.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm trying to organize it. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
you don't have to.
I forgot about that. And then the top. Well, Lily, why don't you tell us about the top floor since you were there since that was your work area?
Well,
Oh my god. I just realized I hit stream instead of record.
Well, Game Dev Club is live on stream.
well,
So are we going to?
Yeah, we've been live
it's
this
okay.
whole time?
Actually, it's okay. If we've been live this whole time, I'll take this. I think what we should do is we should finish talking about Twitchcon,
You mean-
Discord,
Discord
party. Yeah, Discord party.
Well, okay, no.
On on Twitch.
No, keep going.
And then
No.
and then once we're done with that,
because I can
then we should-
export. No, it's fine. We'll just keep going with this. The thing is that I have to do now is I have to go over to our Twitch page and be like, wait a minute, we're not playing Super Smash Brothers yet because I had it set up for the Smash Brothers stream later today. I did not expect to be streaming the podcast.
Look at us smashing each other over here. Just so much smash happening.
Oh no! So I have to go over to the channel real fast, change the title because it currently says we're streaming the Smash tournament, and that's not true.
Oh my god.
That's actually really funny.
That is quite funny.
I'm so because I looked.
SJSU
It was
Game
funny because
Dev Club,
I looked
bait and
over.
switch.
I looked
Accidental
over
bait.
at the OBS and I realized, wait, why does it show my bit rate? And I realized, oh no,
Oh no!
what have I done?
Man.
Talk
That
shows
is
and podcasts. Here we go.
they're fun. Very fun.
I'm gonna make the title whoops. There we go.
Whoops.
Whoops. Okay.
Yeah, this has been an interesting day. While you're doing that, I'll just ramble for.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. Okay, so Lily, the top
Okay.
floor of the Discord party.
Lily, tell us about
Basically, the only difference that the top floor had from everything else that it was restricted to only it was restricted to general access, and people are like, "Oh, what's the difference between this industry only place and everywhere else?" And they're like, and all I had to answer them was like, "They've got catering up here. Like there's like a taco bar, and what else? They had like cupcakes and stuff like that. They just had food up there. Like that was the only difference." And like only certain people could come in, and like several people like tried to come in, and they're very confused why they weren't let in.
That's interesting because, like, I mean, obviously you want to be in the industry only place because you get to meet if you're a dev.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that's interesting for sure. Carla.
I will say there was a little bit of confusion, I think, the reason. So the two entrances and tickets that were given out was general admission / Discord partners, so they had the same permissions, and industry. Now, what I will say is they said that the ticket was named industry instead of VIP because apparently industry makes them feel more important or something like that. Like it sounds better. But the problem was that most people would understand that, hey, I'm a Twitch streamer because Twitch it's the unofficial official pre-party, like that's what they named it. I think it's on the back of the Discord shirt they gave us. The t-shirt, Twitch stream, Twitchcon party. So they say, hey, I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm working the industry, so I should take the industry entrance. And they had me and one of my other friends stand at the gate and say, no, you take the other general admittance thing, and they were confused by that. And I think some people actually got,
what is who does go in the industry entrance?
People with a different kind of ticket.
No, I mean, like, who gets one of those?
Oh, I don't know.
I think I know for sure that anyone who's like with the media, like if they're working for a tech publication, they would definitely get it.
Like a press pass?
Yes, essentially a press pass. If I would assume, obviously anyone who works at Discord was industry, and certain people who were like partnered with the event could get through the industry as well. It was really weird knowing who was who. Like I don't know. Like again, I actually don't know the exact answer, but I think that's probably pretty close to what it was. And
Would
a lot
you
of the
release on the Discord store?
Huh?
Would you release on the Discord store?
If they paid me, sure. I mean, like, the reason why I would like to, like, how about this? The reason I would like releasing to the Android store is because, well, no, that's different, because there's literally only one place you can put apps. Well, that's not true. You could put it on your own website, or even itch.io actually supports Android apps, but, like, you know, everyone uses the Google Play Store for the Android thing. It's more legitimate. How about that? It's more well recognized.
I'm not arguing with you.
I know, but I'm trying to make, because I was gonna make a comparison, and I realized it didn't work. But for the PC market, you know, itch.io is free, and it's usually the go-to place for indies. If I wanted to publish something for large exposure, I would like the obvious answer is Steam, but that doesn't work anymore because the Steam marketplace is very saturated. You know, I kind of see.
You know what blows my mind about the Steam marketplace? Sorry that you mentioned that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Remember when they made a Steam app for mobile? like years and years ago.
Yes, I mean,
Like
it
I
still
thought
exists.
it may as well not though.
Uh-huh.
Like what they should have been doing was positioning themselves to be the
Another-
game distributor on mobile. I don't understand how they didn't end up doing that. They couldn't do it on iOS because iOS doesn't let there be alternate stores. But like they very well could have been that for the mobile space.
Yeah.
On the Android in Android, and Android just grew and grew and grew. So yeah. I'm surprised they didn't do that.
I agree. I agree. Actually, maybe I guess the Gabe Newell was just like, we don't need the mobile market.
So I'm glad there aren't mobile games totally cluttering up. Like actually, that's one of the biggest things that happened
Steam
when
Mobile, Vapor,
yeah, Steam Mobile.
Vapor. They launched a new platform called Vapor.
Vapor.
It's mobile Steam.
It's Mobile Suit Steam. Wait.
Mobile Suit Steam. Okay, anyway. So yeah, that was a
Team Suit Gundam.
Like, legitimately, my only complaint about the organization, like, I'm obviously I work there, and I'm just gonna say my only complaint about the organization it was that it seemed like it was just too confusing what industry meant, because everyone thought they were industry, and I don't blame them.
Oh, hey, are you doing it? It's like in 5 days, I think, or maybe a little more than that.
5 days.
Maybe it's 10 days. It's like it's within the first half of next month.
First half
Are you doing it?
of next month.
Can you think of what it is?
Something about, is it Day of the Devs?
It is Day of the Devs.
I'm not sure. That's in San Francisco. Last time.
So far away. Last time we had my car.
That is kind of my point. I'm like, it's gonna be like a 45-minute commute. The event's gonna be super packed. There was a really long line last time. That apparently I'm just gonna go Gen 1 mittens this again.
Hey man, I don't know. There wasn't a very long line.
Well, okay, Andrew, I get it.
No, sorry, I'm just having fun.
No, it was funny. It was funny.
We had a good time.
I don't know.
I mean, the line was long, but it wasn't like it didn't take that long.
It was not that bad. But again, I don't know if I would necessarily go back again.
I really liked the people I talked to there.
But you wouldn't go back to the party again?
Strangely.
Oh no, not the party, but Day of the Devs.
Day of the Devs.
Oh.
Strangely, for Day of the Devs last year, I didn't get as much out of it as I did with the other events, despite getting more contact info and stuff. I don't know if it's because they weren't being open about it. Like, because even after I followed up, it wasn't as.
Day of the Devs definitely felt. It's so weird because it was meant to be like a really chill event, but everyone felt really like a lot more reserved, and it felt a little more stuffy. I shouldn't say like that on a stream, but like it did kind of come across that way.
It did.
I got to meet some really cool people. I got to meet some really, really cool people, and like they were really friendly, and you know, of course, you know, like yeah, I mean, everyone.
Same.
Everyone was,
I feel like it was almost because I almost felt like Day of the Devs was. I thought it was supposed to be like game devs getting together. It kind of felt like the people who were presenting didn't think that the people who were there were in industry as developers.
You know, that's an interesting point. Yeah, it felt like they were
even now, I don't know if what Day of the Devs is supposed to be for. Is it supposed to be for like an E3?
That's a really good question. What's
for
consumers,
consumers, or is it for developers, or is it for both? And if it's for both, they don't do a good job of communicating, and they don't do a good job of like providing the proper resources.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess games, fun, music, art, devs, food, and you.
So what's the me? So there's devs there.
Yeah,
I know that,
devs are there, and
what's
I'm apparently
me?
not a dev. I mean, I'm a dev.
So am I not supposed to be a dev?
Like I guess if and you know, one of the things is like I would actually it would be fun to show a game off a Day of the Devs.
But I think as Chaz pointed out, and since
I think we all pointed it out. We all kind of consensused on it. I think I know what you're about to say.
Well, since it was I mean, I'm just gonna repeat your and Chaz's idea because I think I didn't come up with it. So if you want to just say it, unless you want.
No, repeat it. I'd like to hear what the general takeaway was that you got out of us.
Well, okay. So the idea that I got was that the people who were presenting at Day of the Devs had some sort of into the event.
I think that that was half of it, and the other half of it was a lot of the games had a lot more style than substance.
Oh yes, that was the other part. Yes,
that was the other takeaway. That was my big observation.
I would like to say, because I know this is what you mean, but I just want to clarify that it's not all of the games. We're not saying that about all of the games. We're saying that about most of the games.
Yeah, and really, and I want to highly emphasize most, because I did play some really wonderful games there. I know the Bit Trip guys were there, and all of their work is fantastic. I got to play some really interesting like other experiences, things that kind of had a link to the past feel to them. I know that the FTL dev or Into the Breach dev was there.
Yep.
Showing off Into the Breach. There was some really interesting experimental stuff there.
I think here's my takeaway from Day of the Devs. All of the games that I thought had unique mechanics or interestingly designed were not popular, but the ones that had that kind of crowd appeal, that kind of stage floor appeal, but when you take home and play like in isolation
alone,
or like away from the crowd and stuff, just don't hold up. Those were the ones that were getting all the attention. And after some of them, I'm not going to say names, but after some of them did release, they were not well received, even though they were just glorified on the show floor.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. Like, some of these games are really, really shiny, so to speak, or have a lot of like multiplayer interactions that are really interesting, but you need a second player or 4 players, and you need that hype scene around it. They're literally games that you almost shouldn't release. They're games that you should go and just take to events. It's interesting because I don't want to compare in this way, because I think Chaz's games have a lot more polish than some of the things we saw on the show floor, and that's actually that's a huge compliment to Chaz.
There is a couple of the game I'm going to describe and not name was a voxel art multiplayer brawler, and it was those arcade games that you play outside of the movie theater in like the early 2000s that would just beat them up so you mash one button. That's what it was. And everyone loved it. And I'm like, when I went up to play it, I'm just like, one button, moving forward. And that was the whole gameplay. And I'm like, okay, sure.
One button and moving forward can be great if the game you're playing is dive kick.
That's true. Okay, yes, true.
But
I will say that it was not engaging.
But dive kick is absolutely an experiment in game design, and it's obvious that it is.
Yes. The other... there was another game too that I think a lot of people have heard of, but when I got to play it, I'm just like, this isn't that good. It's not that interesting. It's funny to watch, but it's just not that good.
Hey man, Goose Game was the best.
Okay, well, since you figured out what I'm talking about, yes, it was Goose Game.
Untitled Goose Game.
They've done a lot of work on it apparently since, but at a year ago, I was like, okay, the novelty has worn off, and this isn't that great.
Well, it's not bad. It's just
I think
kind of game you pick up, you play once.
I'd like to see if there are more levels now and what else they've done with it, because I think after like the first like 5 minutes of messing around with it, it was just kind of like, okay, I get it. It's kind of like Goat Simulator,
but yet again, that might be one of those games that you have to sit at home. Yeah, it's one of those games you either have to play alone at your house, or you play on Twitch with other people like heckling you.
I'm willing to. Yeah, I'd like to give that one another shot. Like a lot of the games I did try after Day of the Devs, I'm like, okay. But I was like Untitled. Okay, see the thing with Goat Simulator.
Well, dude, Tunic was there, which by the way, I mean Tunic was cool. It didn't blow me away at Day of the Devs, but I mean Tunic was literally on the stage at E3 this year.
So going back to what I was saying,
sorry,
no, it's fine. With the Goat Simulator thing was that I think that the idea that they had for Goat Simulator was really good and really quirky and over the top. And then what happened was they just said, you know what, let's just keep going. And we're like, you can keep going? Like, this isn't already extreme enough? And like, yes! And they just kept going, and they got hilariously until they made the Goat Simulator MMO. And then that's just hilarious that exists. And then...
Does that exist?
It does. That was free DLC for Goat Simulator, and I was actually so confused when I first booted up Goat Simulator after 2 years, and I was in multiplayer. I'm like, what is happening? what is, and then there was like text and RPG things. I'm like, huh? Like, I want to go back to it because as soon as I saw that, I quit, looked at the Steam logs and said, and found the MMO, like this multiplayer update. I'm like, what the? I thought they stopped. I thought it was a joke. No, they kept going.
You know, I respect devs who really commit to their vision.
I know, they committed. And that's what I want to see with Untitled Goose Game, is do they really stop at that one level? Because I hope they don't. Like, and I hope the next level isn't just, oh, we just move stuff around. No. I want this to be like a goose in space now. Like, show me a goose on space in Elon Musk's Mars colony.
On space. Goose on space.
That's the name of the DLC.
Yeah,
You're welcome. You're welcome.
No, but, okay, I mean, to be fair, there were some really interesting games there.
No, yes. That was the point. There are some very interesting games there, but I don't think that the ones that should have gotten the attention didn't get the attention.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with a very concise game that has a very small loop that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I would never bash a game for being bad.
Right.
But it wasn't about the it wasn't necessarily about having a tight, like, small loop, like core game loop. It was more about the fact that the actual core mechanics on a lot of those games felt like they didn't have as much time put into them than the actual art and aesthetics in that way. And I know that that's what grabs your eye, but the moment you picked it up, you were like, this feels wrong. And like that, as I guess maybe I come at it as a developer and as a programmer, and that's what I see when I touch it. But I'd way rather play a game that like looks like garbage and plays amazing than play a game that looks amazing and plays like garbage.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I know people who would disagree, but...
No, I know. I do too. I totally do. I actually had a very interesting experience this week, which I'm not going to share, but it very much informed me of that.
Okay, I'm going to pull us back here because we actually didn't even...
No, that's good. I have to use the restroom.
And I didn't... Okay, because I also didn't intro yet. I did an intro 36 minutes into the video, into the podcast. So I'll wait for Andrew to get back before I actually do the intro. But, Lily, how are you doing? Lily? Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she was asleep. Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were like, just went to sleep.
No, I was like dozing off. Yeah, what do you want to ask me?
No, I was just because Andrew and I went off on a tangent and I haven't even introduced the podcast yet.
Oh, that's okay.
Because we went off, man. We were talking about a Discord party and then we went off to Day of the Devs for like 20 minutes and then.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so I think we just. Oh man, I had like a great docket lined up for today too. Okay, we'll just get to one point and then we'll do the game thing, I guess. So we're just waiting for Andrew to come back and then we'll do like one little thing here.
Alrighty. Do you think mobile games can be quality? Huh?
Yeah, of course. I just think that most of them aren't.
Yeah. I like this one. It's called Merge Dragons.
It looks like an RPG.
Basically, what you do is like it's like they give you like
Turn-based.
it's not turn based, but like
It's not turn-based.
basically give you this checkerboard like whatever. You just have to match the same objects into 3 until you reach the goal or whatever. There's like different like tiers. Hang on, let me show you.
Okay. Remember to describe it for the audio listeners.
Okay, so these are called life flowers. And like you get these sprouts or whatever, and like sometimes you just merge it to larger and larger ones. That's basically the main premise, like the main mechanic of this game, and the only mechanic actually. And it's actually really interesting. I like it quite a bit. I've completed a lot of levels. Because I think I like it so much just because
Andrew's webcam just died. Oh, here he comes.
Discord just exploded on me. That was amazing. I unmuted and it just crashed. So then there's our Discord party.
Okay. Yeah, but anyways, what I was saying is that I completed a lot of levels. I think the mechanics are really not that flashy or really cool or anything like that. But it's like I think it's because the art in this game is pretty polished. So I think that's what I want.
Is it a Skinner box or is it actually like fun for you?
Describe Skinner box to me.
Is it basically just a feedback loop that kind of rewards you every once in a while, more or less?
No,
Or
actually,
is it like
it's that's only for the special like loot boxes. This is essentially a loot box, but like all the stuff that the rewards that I get is from my own input, so it's not a Skinner box.
Isn't that a Skinner box? What?
it could be?
It could be.
I don't know the game well enough to make that.
Yeah, I don't
that term
either.
without trying it.
Also,
like I have to try.
You took
Okay, you know,
James's
either way.
class. You should know what a Skinner box is.
I forgot. Okay, jeez.
It's okay. No worries.
Anyway.
Well,
So, welcome everybody to the Game Development Club's at San Jose State's podcast. No, episode number 8. So that was just the pre-show, which will probably actually end up being longer than the actual show. Well, not by much. We'll see.
Unless Carlo feels like hanging out for a little while, because I'm having fun.
I mean, I am too.
I'm in no rush to get off.
I mean, I need to go somewhere with a friend. Remember we told you that we registered for RSVP for a party the other day?
Yes. So I will say
Yeah.
we're just gonna touch on one topic and then go to the game generator basically.
Okay.
The pre-show was pretty fun anyway. So here we go.
Yeah.
Character customization is the whole docket today.
Nice.
Because
that's a good topic.
specifically,
What was the prior docket?
well, the prior docket, well, it was going to be character customization, and the longer conversation was going to be video games into board games.
We'll
Or
hit
like-
that next week or
Yeah,
something.
well, we have to because we need more people for that one. We can have a really strong discussion, I think. But anyway,
Yeah.
character
We need Matt.
customization, and in case you couldn't figure it out, the reason why this one was brought to the docket is because a game called Soul Calibur 6 came out. I mean, okay, well, Red Dead Redemption came out yesterday, but we're not talking about that yet. So Soul Calibur 6 came out, and some people have decided to make some of the most abominable creations I've ever seen in my entire life. There was a Magikarp.
Oh my gosh.
There was a Kirby.
I love that one. That
The
one was
Magikarp
amazing.
the Magikarp was pretty awesome.
That is so
There was a
good.
death cube that someone so it's literally just a giant cube that someone took in the multiplayer, and basically the cube wins every time because you have no idea what attack it's doing.
That's
Like,
amazing.
The cube will just rotate slightly, and you're like, is it doing a heavy or a light attack? And it just hits you.
That's amazing.
It's really good.
I love how someone actually thought let's make Boldo origami and then like make it a Magikarp too.
That was
like
it was amazing.
how do you, man? Some people have either too much free time on their hands or are insane artists. Like
Some of them that are becoming and are pretty good. I mean, the point of this being on the dock is just to have like a discussion about character customization in games. But I really like the Soul Calibur system is just so stupid, and stupid in a good way. Because they give you everything. Like games like Skyrim and like even Saints Row, the 3rd and 4th, they just give you fucking everything to work with. It's just like, okay. Oh, Divinity as well. Divinity Original Sin 2. Oh my god.
I heard that game was actually fun.
Divinity Original Sin 2 is very fun if you have 1,000 hours.
10 friends.
I know, like the thing is I love MMOs. Like I used to.
It's not
Like I would love playing them.
It's not an MMO.
But
It's actually not.
MMO like games, but it's just that they just take too much of my time. I
Hold
don't
on.
have that much.
What? Go ahead.
I just don't have much time in my life anymore to do that.
Can you please define an MMO like game?
No.
I think what happened there was Lily conflated the second half of what most MMOs are with the first half. So actually, I think what she was saying is RPGs take too much time,
Yeah, okay.
which is fair.
Yeah.
RPGs are time consuming. You're literally playing the roles.
Specifically, an RPG game based off of Dungeons and Dragons. With
Yeah.
like, because Andrew, have you played Divinity?
I haven't, but I've watched a friend play for many hours, and
Yes.
and really what it fundamentally is it's like the Borderlands of, like, I don't want to say like Borderlands, but like it is that 4-player like dungeon crawl that you can do that has like a kind of a turn-based system, but it feels very much like something you would get out of like D&D. But
Exactly.
it's kind of like Neverwinter Nights, the original, like the old Neverwinter Nights. Yeah.
It's hard to compare it to anything modern, just because there really isn't anything that compares to it that well, honestly. It's,
Tabletop simulator. That's the closest you're getting.
Legitimately, it's tabletop. It's story mode for tabletop simulator.
Yeah, it's like it's a more heavily scripted tabletop simulator with like.
It's as if 4 friends got together to play D&D over 20 years, and their entire campaign.
Oh my god!
And every possible branch they could have taken got made into a game.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And not only that, but they also gave you the tools. So back to customization. They gave gave you the tools to build your own D&D campaign in a video game.
Yes. So Neverwinter Nights. Neverwinter Nights.
Incredibly.
Divinity Original Sin.
What is the word? It's incredibly.
I don't know what is happening with Carlo right now, but
it's incredibly involved. It's incredibly
deep.
Yeah, it is.
It has deep mechanics.
I don't know what the.
It has a high amount of mechanical depth. Let's say.
Yeah, it's
yeah. So I don't know if you're familiar with Neverwinter Nights. It's an old older game.
I think they based the system off of that game.
I would not be surprised because Neverwinter Nights is a game that is really something wonderful. It is also a D&D game. It is one of those games that you really have to invest in, like heavily. But it's the kind of game that when you do invest in it, it feels amazing, like an amazing game to play.
Like I think I can probably explain the system in Divinity 2, and you can tell me how close it is to Neverwinter for the custom.
It's been a long time.
It's actually I think it's actually called the Dungeon Master mode in Divinity 2, where you literally get like a world builder, and then you get to spawn monsters and give the monsters items, and then you're muted, Andrew.
I'm not muted. I was just talking without talking. Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, you got me.
I was just agreeing with you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
it's Neverwinter.
Okay.
Yeah, Neverwinter.
It's really awesome because it's like the Dungeon Master can go into players' inventories and do stuff to it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, I say like it's like Neverwinter Nights, and that's a compliment because anyone who loved Neverwinter Nights was waiting for a game like it since, and that's why Divinity probably because they did it right and they did the things people missed from a game like Neverwinter Nights. They've obviously capitalized there.
Yeah,
effectively, very effectively.
I don't know if anyone here has maybe Lily might have played Super Mario Maker.
I played a little.
What did you think?
Yeah. I mean, okay, so I like playing Super Mario Maker so I can look at levels other people made. I'm not the kind of person who's going to build levels in Mario because I could go build levels in my own game. That just or if I really wanted to build levels in someone else's game, I would still go back and build Doom levels, to be honest. Because I just enjoy the Doom level building process. But in all honesty, Mario Maker is an amazing tool set / game. It is tool set gamified, and it is actually quite fun.
I agree with that. I think a game in our time of 2010, almost 2020, really benefits from having a lot more character expression and the ability to share that expression with other people.
Yeah,
and it doesn't have to be in the game necessarily, because I know that there's Twitch, and that's kind of ironic because we're doing that now, but you know what I mean. It doesn't necessarily have to be.
Wait, are we still on Twitch?
Yeah,
are we just streaming?
No, yeah, we're just streaming. I'm just gonna export the VOD.
That actually makes a lot of sense. That's smart.
Yeah. Whatever. So we're still live. Hey guys, I'm not even looking at chat. I don't even have it open because I'm just happy accident, I guess.
So yeah, if anyone happens to be looking at the Twitch stream, we have only one thing to say to you: hi. But we're not reading it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, everyone's just watching the Twitchcon VOD or the StarCraft WCS semifinals.
Yes.
Finals at BlizzCon next week.
Finals at TwitchCon now. Wait.
No. The StarCraft finals will be at BlizzCon.
Speaking of BlizzCon, are you going to do the ever expensive electronic ticket?
Oh, the Blizz e-ticket?
Yeah.
Bringing it back to character customization, I think it is cool that you can get some cosmetic items, and well, not all of them are cosmetic. Actually, wait, are they all cosmetic? No. Some of them are Hearthstone cards. So no, not all of them are cosmetic. But I do think it's pretty cool that you can get like, a new Heroes of the Storm mount if you get the Blizzy ticket.
But here's my question. So that is character customization. Do you think that it's a little overpriced for an e-ticket, regardless?
I don't know. I
How much is the price of a BlizzCon ticket?
No, the e-ticket. I think it's 60. Is it 60 or 30?
It's like 60, I think, this year.
That's like the cost of a new game.
Yeah. See, yeah, and like even skins. That's actually pretty expensive even for skins.
I feel like the point of getting the e-ticket is just to be like, I like Blizzard. Give me Blizzard stuff. But you do with the e-ticket, you do also get access to purchasing.
But
merch.
the thing is, the skins and stuff, that's like an incentive to buy the ticket.
Yes,
It's not
but and the other incentive.
But the
is
problem is, what if you really like the skins? There's no other way to get them. So you're paying basically like if you're one of those players who just wants those skins, you're paying $60 to buy a ticket, and you don't even care about BlizzCon.
But you're probably also
that exercise restraint. I don't know, like.
Well, I'm not buying them. I'm just asking. Like, listen, there are players out there that you can bait with stupid stuff, and they'll actually pay money for it, i.e., whales.
Well, then that's their problem.
Well, you think that that's their problem, but the way that these systems are designed are to actually cash in on them, like heavily cash in on them.
Well, I mean, oh well.
Well, I mean, no, I mean that's an actual industry problem, but fair enough.
No, because like I was thinking about like, wow, like I would love those skins too, but like if you really think about it, like outside of just the game world itself, like I don't really need it. Like it's not tantamount to my life, so.
Well,
Forget
worse
about
off, I think actually the thing that's funny is that like if you're trying to sell skins in a game these days, I almost find that like how many Overwatch skins do you need for the same character? It's not like you could like do any like it's not having every skin for one character does not.
Right, it's just cosmetics. Like it's just literally just for a setting.
It's not only that, you can't wear them all at the same time. So
Yeah.
not only is it
that'd be
cosmetics,
so
like,
cool. What if the costumes came in parts?
that's what I'm saying. Like
That'd be awesome.
At the very least, why can't you switch the guns? Why can't you have like the one diva costume
It's literally not any different from buying clothes at a store. You can't wear the same clothes all the same. I mean, physically maybe, but it's a.
Hey, I have never let my ability to choose my own style stop me from choosing a bad one. Okay.
Okay, wait, hold on. So that we aren't just completely bashing on Blizzard, because I do want to give them a little
We're not.
bit.
No,
of...
this is character.
I know. I want to give them.
customization.
Wait, I want to give them a little bit of fairness on the BlizzCon ticket, because I'm looking at it and there's actually some pretty good stuff in here. Okay, so for the virtual ticket, so not including the stuff that you get for just not paying anything, what you get with it is, let's see. So for in-game items, you get the legendary Demon Hunter Sombra skin in Overwatch, which by the way looks sick. AF.
Looks amazing. Yeah, it does look amazing.
Incredible. In Heroes of the Storm, you get this mechanical sharp mount, which is pretty cool, I guess, and a portrait and banner. Okay, whatever. In World of Warcraft, you get Alliance and Horde themed armor, I think, or I don't know. I'm assuming they're not cosmetic, but they might be. I don't know. In Hearthstone, you get. Okay, well, hold on. That's right. In Hearthstone, you get two packs from every expansion in the current standard rotation. So it's like 10 packs, which is like not that bad. It's like a $10, like no, it's like a $14 value. Well, value.
Hearthstone is expensive.
Let me keep going.
Expensive.
You get 3 skins for 3 units in StarCraft that I don't know the names of. I'm sorry. In Diablo,
Wait, StarCraft has skins now?
Yeah.
Interesting.
In Diablo 3, you get like a small Azmodan pet, I think
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And you also get, so the rest of it is I forgot you get this. You get access to the World of Warcraft Classic demo that's at BlizzCon. So you get access to it at home. You get
that's kind of cool. They'll probably yank it from you in like 2 days.
Yeah,
but
that's probably why the ticket this year is kind of expensive. You get some stuff that no one cares, like the extra stream coverage, community night, whatever that is, closing night. You get the stream of the closing night festivities. You get access to the 2017 archive of BlizzCon. You get $10 off of the goodie bag that people get at BlizzCon. So you get that at a discount, I guess. You get early access to the merch sale. I mentioned that. You get those in-game goodies, and you get what is build a panel. Build what's this asterisk? Build a panel and demo available for a limited time. What is build a panel? What is that?
You get
Do
to
they
make
mean-
your own panel at the con.
Yeah, it's like what? Do you get to choose?
Everyone does. What?
Do you get to watch your? Do you get to watch your? What it probably is you get to select one or two of the panels you want to see, like, and you might get to watch. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
like
that makes
but
sense.
remotely. You might get to remotely watch some of them.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, that makes sense.
What kind of panels do they have at BlizzCon? Honestly, I'm kind of curious.
Well, let's see. Schedule. This is the BlizzCon segment of the podcast. Schedule. Oh, here we go. Okay, no, I was. They have the schedule for like the events leading up to BlizzCon, like the Heroes of the Storm tournament, as well as the Overwatch stuff. So here we go. Okay, opening ceremony live on multiple stages. Okay, Blizzard. On the mythic, epic, and legendary stage, you have a Diablo panel. What's next? On the epic stage, you have behind Blizzard's music, and on the legendary stage, you get Blizzard gear, past, present, and future. Was that pretty good? I think that was a pretty good legendary impression, actually.
I don't even.
That was a hard.
Wow, legendary!
I don't even.
Golden legendary.
I don't even play Hearthstone, so I didn't even know what that was.
Okay, how about this?
Hey,
one?
I've actually been appreciating your random crypt streams that you've been throwing at me, or clips, crypt
You're
clip.
welcome.
Those have been good.
So obviously on the StarCraft 2, Heroes of the Storm, World of Warcraft, Hearthstone, and Overwatch esports streams, you obviously have all of their tournaments happening. You have the Overwatch World Cup, HGC Elimination for the BlizzCon tournament, World of Warcraft AWC? What does that stand for?
I actually don't know.
Can I click on it and find out?
Yeah, maybe.
I hope so. Oh, you can't middle click on it. I have to left click on it. No, it's just AWC. HGC finals. Okay, yeah, that's happening. And the WGC. Yeah, so just a bunch of tournaments. Let's look at these panels though.
That's what I'm interested in. Let's see some panels.
Oh, okay. So on the Mythic stage, they have Overwatch. What's next for Overwatch? What's next for Hearthstone? What's next for World of Warcraft? And what's next for Heroes of the Storm? In the
Is that really what they all are? Oh, okay.
No, there's the Mythic, there's the Epic, and there's the Legendary stage.
Okay.
I'm not. Those are actually what they're called. I'm not.
Oh, I believe you. Well,
Okay,
so what's the next one?
So in the Epic stage, you have behind Blizzard's music, inside Blizzard. There's no description. So, there is. Take a peek inside the gates of Blizzard Entertainment. Blizzard employees share stories about what it's like to work at Blizzard, the paths they took to get there, and how to turn your own passion into a profession.
I like that. That sounds okay.
Lorecraft, creating memorable characters. Corbart Live, which is probably just him animating, which would actually be pretty awesome to watch. Cosplay exhibition, which is always awesome. Okay, so in the legendary stage, you have what is Blizzard Gear past present? Join the Blizzard Gear team and creators from around the company to discover how your favorite Blizzard products are made. We'll get a sneak peek at what's in store, for 2019.
What's in store? Ha ha ha.
That was actually that was a pretty good pun. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Voices of War, Horde versus Alliance. Backstage at Blizzard. Battle for Azeroth cinematics, expanding the narrative.
Do you think at BlizzCon this year they'll release another Overwatch short?
Yes.
Okay.
I am sure that they're doing something Diablo related that is not Diablo 4.
Dude, what if? Hold on. Okay, well, first of all, the last event, by the way, was the Hearthstone Streamer Showdown, and also Community Night. But hold on, what if? At the opening ceremony of BlizzCon this year, when they go over to the Diablo stage, and people, they said Diablo 4 wasn't coming out, right? They show another new trailer for the Nintendo Switch version. Then Shigeru Miyamoto walks on stage. People are stunned. What's he doing here? He works for Nintendo. And then the stage goes dark.
And then
the Smash logo comes
him.
up. No. And then the Smash logo comes up. And everyone starts screaming. And then Diablo gets announced for Smash.
You know what's gonna be? You know what's gonna be? You know what's gonna be? Darn. No, it's Deckard Cain for Smash. It's gonna be Deckard Cain for Smash.
Deckard Cain and Smash would be so good.
Dude, I want it.
Well,
Dude,
no,
did I tell you, like, when I was at QuakeCon?
No, wait. Overwatch gets announced for the Switch.
Actually, I could
God.
see that.
That'd be insane. That'd
I
be
actually
so
totally
awesome.
could see that could happen. That actually could happen. That
It-
isn't
it
even
could.
that isn't even on like the scheme of things that might not happen. That's actually in the scheme of things that might happen.
Because I remember there was an interview that someone did, and they said, yeah, we're testing like how Blizzard games work on the Switch with Diablo. So it's either they're going to announce it at BlizzCon, or they're going to let Diablo release on the Switch and see how well it does. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually had a little bit of buyer's remorse with my Switch when I saw the Diablo Switch. I'm like, I get it's only mono.
Like, there's a Diablo Switch.
There's a Diablo. It's basically just decaled. But I'm like, it's a pretty cool looking decal. But anyway, what if we did that for Overwatch? You can get an Overwatch Switch.
Dude.
Overwatch for Switch. I don't know if they would. I think I could totally see that happening.
It could work.
At BlizzCon,
No, but
yeah.
I would so love if they came out with like a Nintendo Switch. Like, where's my dock? Oh, it's plugged in. Where's my Switch?
Oh, it literally, yeah. Okay, this Diablo Switch isn't bad looking. I have to admit.
It's just a decal, but I'm like, it's a cool decal.
It is a cool decal.
I wish it was in color, but you know.
Okay, so I mean, speaking of Shigeru Miyamoto and Smash, like when I was over at QuakeCon, they were talking about, like, I went to a Doom Eternal panel, and they were like, someone asked, you know, Doom guy in Smash, and they're like, if someone can put us in touch with Nintendo, yes.
But let's see. The question is, would Nintendo pick up?
See, dude, they had Solid Snake. Solid Snake fits less, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean,
like, Doomslayer, like,
I think Doom is a lot more iconic to the PC thing. Like, it's weird.
it was on the SNES too.
It was. It
was on the Switch.
It was. Okay, let me finish. I think it is a little weird about how the Smash Brothers team has decided to pick characters. I think I'm not. Again, we don't know the hierarchy of how it happens. If I had to guess, it seems like people have been equating it to just what Sakurai wants in the game because it is his game. And a lot of people are just kind of like, it's what he likes. And if he doesn't like Doom, I don't see him putting in Doom. But he has been listening to the fans a lot more recently. I mean, no one thought we were gonna get Ridley. No one. Because he said it's not gonna happen, like, so many times for like a decade, and then he shows up, and then it's like King K. Rool. We're not even sure.
I'll be honest, Ridley doesn't
We're not
make
even
sense.
sure. We're not even sure if Nintendo even owns the rights to King K. Rool anymore. What the fuck? Wait,
what? Really?
Because it's weird because it's a Rare character, like it's made in the Rare series, and for some reason when they made Donkey Kong Country Returns, King K. Rool wasn't the villain, so everyone just sort of assumed that they might not have the rights to use King K. Rool anymore.
Oh gosh.
That is really interesting.
That's why we thought it was weird. Now I actually kind of want to check the trailer again. Because I don't know if you see like Rare limited entertainment or whatever at the bottom of the credits anymore. Because the credits, like at the bottom, at the end of every Smash trailer, they have all of the lists of companies and characters that are used in Smash. It's so fucking long now. Like, Jesus Christ.
I have to give Nintendo credit, like maybe just Sakurai and his team credit, and I want to say and his team, because you know what, a game like Smash Brothers at the scale that it's at does not come together without a team. And while we give Sakurai tons of credit and understand that he's incredibly stressed out, he is not the only one building that game. Clearly,
it's the whole team. And as game developers, I think we can recognize everyone has to pull their weight to make a project.
And
like
so
this
there's a lot of respect there. But I mean, obviously Sakurai is the figurehead for that franchise, and that it's important to have. Like I think it is nice to be able to have some sort of like attribution and someone that people can look up to when they want to get into the industry.
I would like to give a special shout out to I think he said like the 500 composers and the God knows how many musicians who are working on the soundtrack, because how many tracks is this? I think there are like 22 track previews they have on the website. They're all fucking godlike. I mean, This is it's almost
honest,
unfair.
I haven't really been following Smash.
It's, if you just go to this, okay, wait a minute, I'm gonna show them for a second. If you go to smashbrothers.com, www.smashbrothers.com, if you look at the song list, it's almost you feel bad for every game that's gonna come out. Like, you feel bad for every game that came out this year, and you're just like, who wins best soundtrack? And it's like, that one theme in Red Dead Redemption 2 was really good when that villain killed that guy. I tried to be a little bit vague with the spoilers. And then it's like, but Smash Brothers kind of has the combined soundtrack of Super Mario Brothers, Legend of Zelda, Castlevania, Mega Man, Fire Emblem, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, what is the flower one? Oh, Pikmin. Oh, I'm dumb. Pikmin, Yoshi, Donkey Kong. What is this one? Oh, Galaga? Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, they have Namco and Bandai. Metal Gear, and Sniffer Clips. What? Oh, yeah, that's right. Nintendo made Sniffer Clips. I forgot.
Okay. They actually bought the company that made Sniffer Clips, but yeah, basically.
Street Fighter. Oh, yeah, Nintendo made. Yeah, you're my bad. They have Street Fighter.
Hey, what's the deal with the Metascore and the user score on Red Dead Redemption 2?
I haven't looked at it actually.
Yeah, you mentioned Red Dead Redemption 2, and I had to go look it up. Because I haven't followed it since it released. I'm really confused by that, actually.
Let me look up Metascore.
If I take a guess, it's just that people who finished, like anyone who didn't like it went and reviewed it early because they stopped playing. But then there are probably a ton of people playing it and loving it right now, and it's just not reviewed it
Maybe
yet.
the reviews are just like, it took too goddamn long to download. Get this out of here.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Okay.
Wait,
you can be a Ditto in Smash.
A Ditto? Oh no, you can't be a Ditto, but the Pokeball now gives you Ditto, and if you're playing whatever character you're playing as, the Ditto will become that and fight with you. And
that's super cool.
And it has its Ditto face too. It's actually really cute.
I'm remotely sad though that Ditto isn't a playable character. I think that actually would have been.
Oh, that'd be all. That'd be pretty cool if Ditto was a playable character, and then like you played as Ditto, and then whatever character your opponent plays as, you just become.
Yeah, it's like in a lot of games you can choose like random or like it basically be random mirror. So you just be mirroring your opponent. I like Ditto. That'd have been a really cool character, to be honest. Okay, you say that there is music here? Music. Let's see this.
Hold on. Okay, so let me look at some of these bad reviews.
Dude, this Smash site is really pretty.
I know. I've also been trying
the web devs who built this.
I've been data mining its HTML files, like with some people to try and find stuff. We can't find anything. They're too good. They've learned. Let me look at some of these negative reviews for Red Dead though. Grand Theft Auto 5 DLC mixed in with Assassin's Creed 3. That's what I've gotten from this after 10 hours of play. Won't bother finishing it as I'm bored now. Too grindy, and not much going on other than the usual stuff that we've already played in the Rockstar game a million times over already. Runs poorly with bad framerate dips and clunky controls. Just
Jeez,
this last sentence.
Many criticisms.
This last sentence is pretty good. Just watch someone stream it.
Lol.
Lol. Hyper lol.
I mean,
dude,
that's what people do already.
Those comments make me sad because honestly, then you get developers who actually get like I feel bad for the developers because they don't want like obviously they don't want people to just do that. But then you get those developers who are like, oh, streaming is stopping me from making a profit, and then so it's like both sides are effing everything up. But you know who actually suffers the most, oddly enough, when we get rid of things like Let's Plays and like long plays?
It's the players, right?
No, actually, oddly enough, I think it hurts game devs the most. Because when you're doing research on old mechanics or old games, you're not necessarily going to get to play everyone. Maybe you just need to stream a bunch of them.
I have another review. This game single-handedly revolutionized what it means to be an open world game. Every upcoming release will have to contend with the shadow of Red Dead Redemption 2. Fun, breathtaking, enriching, gritty. So many things can be said about Rockstar's latest game, but there's only one thing you really need to know. It's a must-play. It's also discouraged to see people giving it bad reviews for it not being released on PC. I don't write bad reviews on PC games. I wish they were on console. It's time to grow up. Is that really what the bad reviews are about? Now I'm curious. Let me scroll down.
That would actually make sense. They really should release on PC, but it makes
but
sense.
don't review it badly because it's not on.
Yeah,
PC.
no, I
Don't
hate
be a
that.
baby.
He
He actually does make a good point.
Remember a week ago, I was like sitting there, okay, and I was saying how reviews are getting more and more, like, are even getting worse for games that have already historically been reviewed as good. People, as they're buying them on Steam, are reviewing them lower. Like, I've just, as a general trend, I've noticed. I wonder if, why can't I hear this? I'm just trying to hear some of this music you claim is so amazing, but it won't play.
It's on YouTube.
What?
Wait. Oh, okay. Hold on. Here's a middling review. Also, I'm picking some of the shorter ones because some of these are like essays. I don't have time to read them.
Oh, it's Google Videos. That's what's going on. Okay.
Few hours in, and the game just feels boring. It tries to be as realistic as possible, with keeping tabs on my weapons, my horse, eating, etc. It just feels like a chore. At the moment, the hunting portion is the only thing I like. I hope it gets better.
I mean, those aren't actually that bad of criticisms. I think survival games are kind of boring for that reason. But, like, I didn't play the original Red Dead, so I don't really know how much of that is carryovers from the original Red Dead.
Here's how you know you can't take user reviews seriously. Here's a 0 score. I might change my outlook later, but I went in expecting it to be on Nintendo's level of quality, but it wasn't. I just stopped playing after getting in at midnight. So it's good. So it's good for a long play, as I'm not finished, but so far it's very repetitive and slow. I don't recommend it until a price drop later on.
Wait, how in the world do they get by thinking it's weird because I do consider Nintendo and Rockstar in the same caliber of quality.
Yes.
But I don't consider them in the same caliber of mechanics.
Yes.
Like the way their implementation is different.
Well, I mean they can, but it's not a good comparison.
Well, you're oh my gosh, is this do they have Alucard from Symphony of the Night in this game? Is that a thing?
No, it's Simon and someone else from
That is immensely disappointing considering they actually have a song from Symphony of the Night in this game.
Is Alucard? Is he? Wait, no, I feel like he might be. I feel like I can't. There are two characters from Castlevania, and I'm just blanking on the other one. I know, obviously, one of them is Simon Belmont. I don't remember the other one.
Smash.
You're on the website. It should just tell you.
Well, I'm on a page listening to music at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
I'll look at it real fast. Like,
I'm looking it up. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, it's
right
Richter.
now.
It's Richter. It's another Simon Belmont. I will say, Alucard
is a big roster.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, by their count, it's 68, but by most people's count, it's like at 70 something because they don't include Echo Fighters in the number.
Well, that's what I actually wouldn't count them.
Then it's 68. But yeah, like this is a stack.
Wow, I don't see anyone from Castlevania here.
They're at the bottom.
Wait, because that's weird. They don't consider Echo Fighters, but Dark Samus is a separate character.
No. Dark Samus is an Echo.
Oh, I see. 4 and then 4E.
Epsilon. Yeah, for Epsilon.
Yeah. Okay, you know what I just
Dr.
realized?
Mario isn't an Echo Fighter, which is like it's really weird how they're doing it.
Yeah, that is strange. Well, Dr. Mario's kit is pretty similar.
Yeah, that's why some people are like, whatever. So I guess your count would be like 66, maybe something like that.
Proof that Nintendo can't count.
You want to talk about companies that can't count? Valve. No, Bethesda.
Oh no,
1,
Valve
2, 3, 4, 76. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm making I mean, it's a joke, but you know.
Speaking of 76.
Oh wait, did I post the picture where it's like, oh yeah, BioShock 1, BioShock 2, BioShock Infinite?
Oh yeah. I saw that. That was great,
really
dude.
Really
yeah. Oh my gosh, that picture was amazing.
That was really good.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Like, Ridley is such a cool roster ad, but doesn't fit. Just because, like, Ridley is not small.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like, I think they did, but the thing is, the weird thing that people are looking at this game now as is it's Sakurai just saying, okay, fine, it's not my game anymore, it's your guys' game. Everyone for the past decade since Brawl, and even I think in Melee, you've been asking for Ridley, even though I'm saying no, it won't represent him. Fine, here he is.
Yeah, I see that.
Fine. Like, he just gave up.
Shoot, we have Cloud in this game. That's strange in and of itself.
That was, oh man, I remember flipping the F out when that was announced, like, 7 years. Oh my god, it's been so long. Like, that announcement blew me away. I guess I was not expecting
what
that.
character are you most excited about?
To play? Oh, probably King K. Rool, honestly. He looks so much. He looks like so much.
Wait, is Bowser not making a return?
That's a good one, honestly.
Oh no, there he is. There he is.
No,
I see him.
Yeah, he's here. It's ordered by release date, like when they were added to the series.
Oh, okay.
Because
I'm actually really excited for the return of Mewtwo, and Samus is one of my favorite characters.
Mewtwo
to play.
was in Smash 4. He was just DLC.
I didn't play Smash 4 because it was in that weird gray area of consoles I didn't have.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you saw the supposed Smash roster character leak that happened.
Oh, I heard about it, but I did not click it.
Would you like me to go into spoiler mode really fast?
Sure.
Okay. So let me get the official list so I don't just name things off the top of my head and get it wrong.
Okay, while you're getting the list, can we just get Bomberman in Smash, please?
He's an assist trophy. I'm sorry. I know.
Really?
He's an assist trophy.
Really? Literally? Okay, you could take half these characters that are in this roster. Don't fit in Smash. Here, 1 second. One second, sorry.
Is he back? What? Okay.
Do you think it'll be worth it to go to TwitchCon?
How many days it has gone by of it?
They're out of tickets.
Oh,
Tickets got sold out.
I think going to Day of the Devs is worth it. No, I'm just saying. I think it's actually worth it.
No,
it's pretty fun.
right. I probably. I don't know.
It's free to walk through the door.
Yeah, I know.
You just have to get there.
So anyway,
no. Okay, no. My question still stands though. Do you think it would be worth it to go to TwitchCon
Next year?
this year? Do you think it was worth it? To go?
I don't think you could go.
if you could get a ticket, it depends.
My question is.
I know.
Well, I mean,
I'm saying.
part
Let
of
me
worth
finish.
is can
Let me
get in.
finish. Let me finish. If you know streamers that are going to be there and you want to go to a fan meetup, yes. Otherwise, probably not. I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
you can network.
What's TwitchCon about?
You can network,
Yeah.
but it's mostly just to meet streamers.
Actually, I take that back. I think there's actually a lot of value in going to TwitchCon if the goal is to get streamers to play a game you're working on as a dev.
Also that.
Okay, that makes sense.
If you're meeting streamers there, then it's good value.
If you want to go meet streamers to build a fan community for your game, I could see that as being a valuable place to be.
And that is what a lot of people do.
You could
there.
just
people are presented their games at TwitchCon, and there was a couple of game developers who wanted to get into the Discord party, and we're just like, you don't have a ticket, get out.
Oh.
Wow.
That's what I said. We were told if you don't have a ticket, you cannot get in.
Yeah,
Leave.
Understandable. I mean, yeah, that's what we told people at the industry door too. Industry entrance, we're like, sorry, you can't come in. You don't have the right wristband. And people are like, but I got in through the industry. I'm like, my ticket says industry. I'm like, no wristband, no entry. You can't. It was I thought people would get angrier, at not being allowed into.
I will say, okay, brief tangent. I will say they were really nice. It was just like, it's not your fault. And it's like, wow, wait, you're being reasonable. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're not just getting mad at me for no reason.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. Okay, well anyway, so the supposed leaked Smash roster. Now if this is true, I'm hype as fuck. But here we go. So we have supposedly, spoiler alert, by the way, here we go. Possible spoiler alert. Shadow the Hedgehog, Isaac
Oh my god.
from Golden Sun, Cosmos.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Cosmos, a Xenoblade character, Ken from Street Fighter, Mach Rider from Mach Rider, the Chorus Kids from Rhythm Heaven, which I would look forward to.
Oh my
I never
god.
heard that game.
Gino from Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, which is
Wow,
another
that's
character
random.
people have been begging for since Melee. And the one I'm most excited for, Banjo and Kazooie from Serial.
Amazing.
No, from Banjo and Kazooie.
Yeah, dude, I'm surprised we're
that's
not getting
true-
Paper Mario yet.
If that's true, holy fucking shit. They got Rare on board for Banjo and Kazooie.
Well, that would make sense as to why they have King K. Rool.
That would also I'm not sure how the licensing works with King K. Rool. Like I don't know if it's a rare.
The thing is,
Actually,
I don't think
let me look that up.
getting Rare on board isn't the hard thing.
This game
Getting Microsoft to allow Rare to be on board is the hard thing.
Yeah, here we go.
But there may be shared intellectual property rights that they're able to hold on to because of the fact that they worked with them a little bit on those games.
I see.
During
Okay.
the
No. Nintendo does own King K. Rool, but for some goddamn reason, they just decided to ignore his existence after Rare left.
Oh, okay.
So
That makes sense.
okay, that is fair. But holy shit, people, like, if this is true, people have been, like, the reason why this doesn't seem to be true is that that's still too much. Like, the Chorus Kids, like, there was a leak before, which is, I think, where it comes from. Gino is another character that people have been asking for forever, and it's like, okay, you just threw that in there because it makes sense. And then, like, Shadow is another character people have been asking for. But at the same time, we just got Ridley, and we just got King K. Rool. Like, what at that, after we got those two, it's just like literally any character could be in this
Well,
game.
you know they're gonna do DLC too, so this roster is not the final one.
Yes. And it's just like, what the fuck is happening? We just don't know what is gonna happen
You know,
now, because
I've got to be
they
honest
basically,
with you,
as soon as we
DLC
saw the
characters
Ridley
kind of
trailer,
make me sad.
huh?
I'm gonna be honest, DLC
DLC
characters kind of make
they
me
do
sad.
make me sad too. Especially when they're
Like-
fighting game that's supposed to be competitive.
Yeah, I mean they make me sad in a lot of ways, but like the main one is like, yeah, so it's really hard to understand the game's balance and when you start randomly releasing characters and you're trying to incentivize people to pay for them. But beyond that, like one of the things I really like about, I don't know, it feels like there's fragmentation if there are characters some people have and others don't, even if you can both play against them.
I agree. It was a problem in Smash 4 a little bit.
Yeah, I have mixed feels about that whole
I
practice.
mean, I can't argue against you because I just think you're true, right? Like it's just the problem.
Fair enough. Yeah, it is. It's weird. Well, it's kind of like that thing that they were doing on FPSs way back when they would release DLC with new maps, and then you wouldn't be able to play on those maps if you didn't have them purchased. So like Halo had this problem where like it really, really heavily fractured the community. Like the game would have been better off if they never released new maps at all, because people would have just kept playing it probably a lot longer. But once there were maps that some people were playing and some people weren't, it was hard to find matches. But let's round back to character customization, wrap that up, and then do our little game of the game design of the day.
Okay.
Does that sound reasonable?
Absolutely. So character customization.
Yeah.
Well,
Hats.
wait, so what part of character customization are we talking about?
I mean,
Because I feel like this is a very
Yeah, it's
broad
very
subject.
It's
broad.
not. I mean, it's supposed. That's again. That is the point. They're supposed to be broad, so they start a conversation.
Okay.
And
So
we had a conversation. Was it
Okay.
related? Eh.
So character customization. I want Mario to be able to be Paper Mario in Smash.
You can play as Builder Mario, and you can play as Wedding Suit Mario.
okay, so how about let's compare character customization between different video games. Like what was good, what was bad, like could
Interestingly, Undertale only let you change the name of your character, and it still felt like Frisk as the canonical name was still your own character. Despite
Wait, what is the canonical name?
Frisk.
Interesting.
Frisk.
Hmm.
And if you say anything else is the canonical name, the Undertale community will skin you alive.
Interesting. Sounds like a friendly community.
Nope.
Yeah, they're super friendly. Really super friendly. You know, the friendliest people on this earth.
Some of them. Like, let's be honest. Like, it's. I don't even know what happened. I don't even know how it happened.
I don't even know what happened either. Like, I was just there one day just enjoying, like, fan art. Another, I was like, oh, like, you can't do this or that. Like, I don't know. Just their fandom rules, like, changed, like, in a snap. I'm just like, what the fuck just happened?
I did the Thanos snap, and then...
Oh.
You know,
Yeah, snap.
perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Let's see. There's this one kind of RPG game. I forgot what it was called, but it was not a game developed in the United States. It was game developed in East Asia. It was like apparently their character customization was so advanced that like you could change things that have been previously been able to hard to adjust, like height and weight and like different like moles or tattoos in their body, which could be like totally custom. And like I actually believe Maple Story 2, you can draw like your own like eyes and like
That's pretty
details
good.
or whatever. The
That's
thing is,
cool.
you can sell your designs in the shop for real money to other people.
It sounds like they're slowly turning this into Second Life.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
that feeling.
Hey,
But-
sorry. Speaking of Second Life, please finish your sentence.
Oh, I was gonna say like,
You were talking about the eyes in the shop.
Yeah, you can draw on them and sell them to people.
no, yeah, I was thinking like but the thing is, I was gonna say that Maple Story has always been really big on like character customization from the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like because the things when I used to look at other people playing the old Maple Story, and like every character just looks so wildly different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because they like bought so many cash items that like just like they really want to make their character look different and stand out.
So, yeah, I keep hearing Maple Story is interesting. This new one is pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's been I wouldn't say vast improvement overall, but like it's certainly very different. But I don't know. As for keeping the original spirit of the original Maple Story, I don't know since I never played the original.
Is it totally pay to win because Nexon?
That I
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Nexon.
Okay.
Nexon.
All right. I think we're good. Let's honestly
Okay.
maybe we can come back to it and have like an actual discussion like next.
Okay, I just want to throw one last thing. Actually, earlier today, I was
Please.
I was doing a remote distance learning thing with my school in VR. It was very interesting. Virtual environment type stuff, avatar type stuff, kind of. That is all kind of related. It was definitely an interesting experience. I'll maybe pick that up next time if I feel up to it.
Sounds
And
good.
continue while you figure out what the randomly generated topic of the day.
And here it is. And I'm going to type this out so that I can put it in the description again. It is a puzzle game where you break nondescript fruits to unlock. That's boring. Okay, wait, no, we
I feel like that's literally like the same thing as last week.
that's
Isn't
so
that
boring.
the same thing as last
It
week?
was
What is
chocolate.
this?
It was like chocolate RPG or something.
A
Yeah,
game
but
where
we
you
were
break
breaking
That
chocolate.
was it.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Wait. No, hold on, wait. Okay. Let me shuffle it a few times.
Okay.
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 Oh, okay.
Okay.
This
Do
one
it.
might be impossible to make.
Are you
but
okay?
a sim game where you hatch nested universes to make everyone happy.
What?
That's Homestuck.
So let me
Oh
repeat
my
this.
God.
That concept is literally Homestuck.
It is. Can you read that? It is a game where you make. Wait. Oh, I missed the word make. Oh no, I didn't. It's a game where you hatch nested universes to make everyone happy.
Yeah, exactly. When you
Well-
said that, I was like, that sounds very familiar.
That is a game in which, technically speaking, you go through like each universe is recursively inside the next one, and it
Yes.
hatches into the next universe, and then everyone is happy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
But what does so how do you hatch a universe?
The universe kind of peels back and opens up, and a new universe comes out.
So is like you like harvest these universes and then but what makes everyone happy about harvesting these universes?
Oh, everyone is so
You
happy
can
about
put in like
her.
a whole like chicken and the egg thing concept in the whole thing.
Yeah,
What?
that's true. No, yeah. If you must first peel a banana, and then you can have the universe.
Okay, I got
That's
it.
not the
I
quote.
totally got it. We're gonna go full on. I forgot the name of the company as soon as I was about to say it. I think like Abstergo. No, we're gonna go full on like marketing with this. So it's a sim game, right? So what we're gonna do is we're going to offer people the opportunity to basically make them their own universe where they can do it all over again. This
Where's the
sounds like
hatching?
the pitch to a movie. Okay, here it is. You're running a company where you offer people essentially a new start in life. What
That's like a
happens is
dystopian-
your psycho, what is this called? Your subconscious,
Psyche?
yeah, your consciousness is uploaded into another universe that starts just when you're born. So you
Which
can
is stored
start
in an
over.
egg.
And it's stored in an egg, and basically, like, so in this one universe, there's literally just shelves and shelves of nested universes, and they're all
Oh my God.
vacations.
And people
and
are
you have
hatching
to-
out of those universes.
Exactly, but then, like, and you have, like, people who are, like, against this, so they try and break down the facility and stuff.
You know, I think what you achieved is you made a movie. This is a movie generator, not a game generator today. Like, so how do we take that idea and make that a game?
No, it's a No, it's a game simulation because you're managing. A
Oh,
company.
right, it's a sim. That's right. Okay, so it's a simulation.
You're
That's
managing
how
a company where you have to like make people want to go into vacation.
That
into
is
another
amazing.
universe, and you grow the universes.
You grow. That'll be the name of the game.
You grow the
You
universes.
grow the universes.
Okay, see this one seems more like a game prompt, but we're not gonna do it. Like an FPS where you listen to soldiers, except halfway through you realize you're really not all that important to the plot.
Isn't that like every FPS
That's really good,
that has
actually.
other soldiers in it?
That's really good. Okay, anyway, so that was a
Yeah.
long podcast.
You're not that
Podcast.
important to the plot.
Long podcast. Thank you all for watching.
That was a fun podcast.
Apparently, thank
Good
you
guy.
for watching. Apparently live. We'll be back in like an hour or two for the next. Did that just happen?
And then we're going to smash things. Universes.
Heh.
Bye.